Stop! I'm trying to be understanding. God, you got me feeling sorry for Antoinette. Out there in the cold. Castrate yourself, MFer, and get some humbleness in your dang voice and be grateful that they're taking you back. Hey guys, it's your girl coming back to you for the 6th episode of Interview with the Vampire. Alright, you already know the deal if you've been here, but if you have not, if you want to watch any of my other reactions of this series, it is either going to be up top or down in the description box. For everybody else who knows the rundown of what's been happening, or for those who don't really care, just want to get on with this episode, then let's get into the show. But first, the intro. You knew this was going to happen. We do this every time, guys. Let's just get on with it. Oh, hi, I'm Shalea, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, hey fam. Around here, I like to say that anybody who hits that subscribe button is family. So if you're into TV shows and movie reactions and you like a little more commentary than you do movie in your reaction shows, then look no further because I'm your girl. Alright, quick, painless, let's get on with this show, guys. We're already starting pre-lit. Oh yeah, now this program, yeah, y'all put that on here now. You put it on here now. I didn't see that last time. Was it there?
Just gonna hope and leave me.
Yes, no. Yeah, let's not forget the preview of what happened last week, everybody. Never forget how he beat up our Luke. I know he's gonna take him back. I mean, the writing's literally in the cards. I hope not, but I feel like he is. I honestly feel like he is.
A few shattered vertebrae, punctured lung, blind in one eye.
Yeah, let's keep the description of how much he beat your ass. Dang, ain't nobody even cleaned up the place. Still a mess.
He could fly like Superman.
That whole ass incident, and the only thing you heard was that Lestat could fly, Daniel. Come on now.
He said it was more like floating.
The fact that he's talking about this means that they're gonna get back together, and I am just like, oh, best friend, best friend. No.
Most vampires do not possess the cloud gift.
So Lestat's just special.
With few exceptions, only the most ancient of us have it.
Always gotta defend your boo. Always gotta just show how exceptional he is. Oh, Lestat's so musically gifted. Lestat can fly. Oh, nobody cares.
That's the voice of Dr. Fareed Ben Sali, personal physician to the Deputy Prime Minister.
And I am not here.
Dang, Daniel, stop giving that all the tea.
Is your medicine taking?
Don't ask me like that. It makes me feel like you put something in my drip.
Can you fly, Louis?
He wishes at that moment.
Didn't know he had the flying gift.
The cloud gift.
The flying gift sounds better. The cloud gift sounds like he should be like Goku on Dragon Ball Z, just flying on that cloud thing.
Are we the sum of our worst moments? Can we be forgiven if we do not forgive others ourselves?
Not if he beat your ass in every room in the house. Not if he literally took your ass, dragged your ass by your neck loop. His nails was in your neck and he dragged your ass outside. Some things cannot be forgiven.
Lestat had disappeared out of a profound sense of shame.
As he should have. Lord, you got Claudia cleaning up the whole damn house out of guilt.
I made pride my blanket.
What are you calling for? Because you know on the other side is Lestat. It's just like, dude, did you leave to give me my space, or did you leave to try to pretend like you giving me my space only to hound me constantly with any other form of communication you can find? What part of give him space, Lestat, are you not getting?
You ready?
This is humiliating.
Oh, not the baby goat. Is this some form of exercise? Chase the goat? He couldn't just walk around the house of his own free will? Was the goat supposed to motivate him to move?
We'll try again tomorrow.
I'm just happy the little Billy goat didn't get killed.
If you ever want to talk about what happened to you while you were gone, you know you can. Or you could just tell me his name.
You gonna be my knight in vengeful black?
I've been like, I don't think you in any position right now to go after anybody, Lou. Don't be him. Don't be him. How long did it take him to recover? You don't come back till my face is fully healed. You hear me? Oh, get your ass out my door.
Hello. I've been calling quite often. I don't know if the operator is patching me through correctly.
That's because I didn't pick up. Because I didn't want to talk to you, Lestat. We didn't want to talk to you.
I bought something from Louis' favorite books. Silver and gold on the vellum, pellets of blue, and old rose.
You think I give a pardon my, you think I give a heck about your beautiful volume, Pelham, gold-plated, crusted book?
No one here wishes to speak with you.
Perhaps we should let him decide.
Oof.
How's that for an answer?
How is nobody in the quarter seeing all this and going, what the fuck? Are they just so rich that they're like, they're eccentric?
25 horsepower Rolls-Royce 6-cylinder engine.
Nice. Now take it and drive away.
Front end they call a coffin nose. Isn't that rich?
No, what's rich is the fact that you're still here in my face after what you did.
This one's yours. Mine's back at home in blue.
You gonna try to give me a his and his Rolls Royce, Lestat? And that's supposed to be the end of it? I'm supposed to just be okay, say, hey boo, thank you, bring you back into my life? No, You'd have to pay so much more. I think his face is finally just healed. I still see still faint bruises on his face right now. So why are you in my face? You cannot come back into my life until you have had intensive therapy, sir. And frankly, you can't come back into my life, period. But since I know my boo's just gonna take him back, and I just have to accept these things amongst the writers, I'm gonna need a lot more groveling. I'm gonna need a lot more money spent. I'm gonna need a lot more time of you telling me that you worked on yourself. You went over to the mountains, meditated with the finest of monks, something like that. Stop buying me presents and tell me that you've worked on you.
Louis, I don't know what possessed me that night.
The devil?
I was someone I don't want to be anymore.
So what have you done to fix that?
I've changed.
You've changed, but what have you done to fix that?
Let me prove it to you.
No, not until you've told me what you've done to fix you.
I'm nothing without both of you.
You see how he tried to throw Claudia in there as the after effect because he knew that Lou is a package deal. So what he gonna do? He gonna try to throw Claudia in there and try to make her also feel something. Boy, if you don't get off my face, I ain't forgiving you for calling me the mistake.
If you want me to go away, just say so.
Go away.
I'll leave your life forever.
Say it, Lou. He needs to hear it.
This silence is cruel.
Okay, who the fuck do you think you are?
And you are never cruel, Louis.
My face. Me and Claudia. The same face. Oh, we see each other.
I know that's right.
Thank you so much. You gonna have the nerve. My silence is cruel. Your violence was cruel, Lestat. You flying me into the freaking air and dropping me was cruel, Lestat. You gonna take my silence and shut the freak up about it.
Okay, and that's on a period.
Y'all, he gonna make me come out myself. You can say it with a soft face, boo-boo, but at the end of the day, I don't hear nothing about how you have done work on yourself. Just coming and saying, I want to be a better person doesn't make you a better person. What steps have you taken to become said better person? Buying me a Rolls Royce ain't gonna fix you, boo.
He's raw and desperate.
Daddy Lou, bring your ass on. He done lost his mind.
We burned more gifts than bodies in that decade, but they would not stop coming.
So what?
And Lestat's relentless determination began to crack my considerable armor.
Lou, you gotta stop. I'm trying to be understanding. I know emotional abuse and physical abuse, and I know lots of times the person goes back and they have it's a continuation until they finally get fed up. And we see that clearly Lou finally got fed up in the future, but it's just like watching the events unfold. It's hard to watch. I promise you, it's like watching a friend or a family member and you'd be like, Bessie, you gonna leave him? And then they say they're gonna leave him, but then they end up back with him and you just like, Bessie, you said you was gonna leave him. And then you're in the whole cycle again until the point where you're just looking at it where you're just like, look, I can't. I'm sorry. Call me when you really ready.
He had written it himself. He had engaged a local record company. And when the musicians they hired proved unsatisfactory,
He killed them too?
he played all the instruments himself.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Is that who I think it is on that record player singing to Lou in Lestat's gesture? Is that who I think it is vocal cords on that motherfucking record player? I gotta be crazy. It is not who I think it is. It is not.
The audacity of it all.
Pathetic.
There's gotta be another bitch in motherfucking New Orleans because it would never be the motherfucking mistress that he is boinking. No. This nigga ain't stupid.
You think a song's gonna get a rise out of me?
This nigga stupid. He is. There's no way he didn't do that shit on purpose to get a rile out of him. There's no way he didn't know that was gonna irk Louis enough to get him to come over there. He played a move. Unfortunately, it worked.
This her sing?
It's a clear voice.
Boy, you done lost everything. every part of your mind.
Put some clothes on, get the fuck out.
This is my house.
Girl, do you?
Do I look like I care?
He said it quicker than me.
Lestat.
Lestat, I wish you would open up your motherfreaking mouth and tell her not to go. You better pick Louie over her. I don't even want y'all together, but you will never ruin my motherfucker's dignity and pride like that.
Leave.
Look at you, girl. Gotta get out your own damn house. He must have paid for it.
You swam the Mississippi to find me.
Ugh, really, Louie, don't do that.
You took Lestat back.
The vampire bond. There is no human equivalent.
So you say. Look at your ass in the motherfucking cold, bitch. In the motherfucking cold. That just shows you right there. Lestat don't care about nobody. You got me feeling sorry for Antoinette. Out there in the cold. It's what you get. But also, I'm disgusted.
Kill Antoinette.
I know that's right.
It's a child.
Said child that you choked up and you also owe something to. You better stop with the condescending tone, Lestat, because she is not a child anymore. She is very much woman grown. And I ain't talking about that freaking essay shit that the damn writers wanted to talk about. Talking about huffing her up a little bitch. BS. But what I'm talking about is experience. The girl is grown now, okay, Lestat? And she knows you are fucked up being with her daddy Lou. But if she has to deal with you, at least it's gonna be with some stipulations.
Interfering in the romantic lives of her parents.
Ain't no romance here.
I'll be your companion, your sister.
It's not as simple as choosing a new family configuration.
So what? Remember, she's the mistake.
I am your maker.
I don't give a freak. The fact that he still has the mouth to be pretentious means that he has not grown, he has not learned his lesson. I'm like, Lestat, you're the one who messed up this relationship structure, bond, whatever you want to call it. So you can't be coming in so pretentious. Castrate yourself, MFer, and get some humbleness in your dang voice and be grateful that they're taking you back.
No lies. And that includes lies of exaggeration and of omission.
Go on. Ask your questions.
Who made you?
Claudia's asking the questions.
His name was Magnus. He took me from my room in Paris. He kept me locked in a room full of corpses.
So is this the part where we hear a little bit of Lestat's backstory and feel sorry for him? No. You're gonna have to come better than that, okay? Show me some growth, writers. It's been 6 years. He ain't grown.
I thought for sure I'd be one of them, but instead he turned me into this. No counsel, just a sweeping hand to a pile of money and the sight of him throwing himself into a fire.
Wow, that is crazy.
And then I was alone. I thought, I can't drink hot blood. I can't feed on others.
Look at him now.
But I have a capacity for enduring.
Kill Antoinette.
Okay, now, as I was saying, like agreeing with Claudia, I felt like I was maybe a tad bit bloodthirsty in the whole, yeah, kill Antoinette. Because in retrospect, she did, I mean, she knew about Louis. She knew they was together. But like, did she really do anything wrong to warrant being killed? I don't think she did. You hate for the mistress to have to pay for the freaking adulterous crimes. I just feel that way only because it's for the fact that Lestat like threw her in Louis' face the way he did. And then the way she was all, this is my house. Like, girl, you better shut up and get on out.
Our home was often vandalized. Cowardly warnings suggesting we were no longer welcome.
Oh, is it still racism? Is it racism or homophobia? I'm not quite sure yet. Maybe a mixture of both.
Please return to the dark place you came from.
No way they know they're vampires. Maybe they should just go ahead and move. Why are they still there anyway? Honest to goodness.
I'd like to ask a question if that's amenable to you both. Is it still 4 legs for Louis and 2 legs for Claudia?
I eat what I eat. She eats what she eats. We respect our differences.
Yes, because that's what we do, okay? We accept each other for who we are, Lestat.
Well, it's always made me feel looked down upon for my body's needs.
We don't actually need it.
See, there it is. It's an air of superiority when you say that.
It did come up with some air of like condescendingness to it. Like, you don't have to, but I want to, and it makes me stronger doing this substance than it is doing what you do. That's why you're always weak, Lou. You probably could have regenerated faster if you had actually drunk some human blood. Let's be real.
May I propose another rule? When we hunt human.
Well, you already know Claudia's up for it. She do it anyway.
We are a vampire.
Don't try it.
We should not.
Oh, the patty.
Do you think you could try a little harder to get on with him?
The fact that I haven't cussed him out, talked about him to his face, been real outright. I mean, she said a little snarky stuff now and then, but like outright disrespectful to him, which she would be in right to do. I think she's doing pretty well. What do y'all think?
Have you asked him the same question?
He's trying.
Is he?
Teaching the piano, the chessboard, isn't he?
He hasn't taught me to fly.
It's not something you can teach.
You don't know that.
Another one of his lies.
Like, for real, Lou, you don't know that.
Hello? We were wondering where you were.
He was wondering.
Claudia?
Lestat.
Is that Antoinette's ring? Or is that just a random lady's ring?
I remember. You like souvenirs? We should really think about repairing that mantle.
No, we leave the damage, so we never forget the damage.
Every chance she gets, she's gonna remind you of what you did. And I don't care, because it's like, dude, Lestat still has not worked on himself for real, which means that anytime he could fall back in his old ways, anything could still trigger him to do that again. So no, I'm with Claudia. We leaving it here. So every time you see it, you can remember what a monster you was, and hopefully, that will help you not go back to what you were. Since you don't want to actually get real help. And I know it's back in the day, but don't tell me there wasn't no counseling for nobody, especially a rich motherfucker.
She's just stubborn.
She is a wall. The cliffs of Etretat.
You got your nerve, Lestat. Maybe if you came at her actually with some real genuine emotion, and maybe a I'm sorry of something of the sort to her, like a genuine I'm sorry, maybe then she'd feel something. But for right now, me and Claudia about the same. You ain't about to get over this wall. Daddy Lou can crumble, okay? But me, I am the great wall, bitch. Ain't getting over this motherfucker.
Lestat the vulnerable becomes Lestat the irritable, becomes
We're all
Lestat the
making
controlling.
compromises to make this right again.
Like, Louis, you still don't realize that he could be coming up to Claudia himself with some genuine emotion, and he has not done that? Teaching her to play chess? Really?
She's grown very protective of me. That's what this is.
She came back altered when she left us.
I don't like the way he put that. It makes me think that he means, you know what it makes me think. Y'all know what it makes me think he means. And if you don't know, sorry. I guess you just don't know. But it's really pathetic of him to say that.
There's a darkness in her that wasn't there before.
You are the darkness, Lestat. Maybe you put the darkness in her. You ever think about that? There's not a darkness in her that wasn't there before. There's a stubbornness that wasn't there before. Remember when she used to be all smiles and giggles with you, Uncle Les? You're just mad that she's not the cute little top trainable puppy no more. You just mad that she won't fall in line like she used to.
In many ways, they were more like each other than they wanted to admit.
Tell us about your first love, Nikki. That's the song you wrote for him.
Tis.
I think this one might be better than yours, Louis.
Ignore her, Louis. She asks these naughty questions to gain advantage in the game.
Did you kill him like you did Antoinette and how you tried to do with Louis?
Claudia.
Are we forgetting about the time that Lestat asked her how Charlie tasted? Are we forgetting about the times that he had these same antics? Like, come on, Louis. Lestat can withstand the pressure. He ain't gonna break. Like, Louis kind of upset me right now because it's like you always worried that he gonna snap. But the fact is, Louis, if you're still worried that he's gonna snap, then he shouldn't be in the house. And it's best to get it out now. So yeah, I'm about to push his buttons. Oh well.
Checkmate. I admire your steadfast pursuit of a game you clearly have no acumen for.
My master taught me how to play.
I think I'll hunt alone tonight.
Your feelings hurt, Lestat?
You're ugly when you act like that.
So is he, but you will let him do it.
Better ugly than blind.
For some reason, it's always okay when Lestat does it, but when everybody else does it to Lestat, you want to play guard dog. Stop it, Lou. Did you forget what he did to your face? Did you forget she had to watch him beat you black and blue, and then she had to put you back together again those whole 6 years while all he did was bring you gifts and shit trying to get back with you? Have you forgotten this shit, Lou? Get out of my face, Lou. Love you to death, but right right now, you don't know what's best for you.
She is poisoning Louis against me.
Who are we talking to?
You don't need her, and you don't need him.
He broods, she snipes. That's why I need you.
Oh. Now, when I said I didn't want her to die, I meant get rid of her, but don't kill her, Lestat. But the point was you was always meant to end things with Antoinette if you wanted to get back in that house. And you got the nerve to still be with this lady. And now not only are you with this lady, you pillow talking with her. You pillow talking with her about your relationship. The unmitigated gall for him to ever be mad at Claudia when he is literally still lying after he said he would. The anger, the rage. I'm not gonna let it out. I'm gonna let it simmer. I'm gonna let it fester. I'm gonna contain it within myself right now and just let this commence because I know it's gonna get worse. I know it's gonna get worse before it gets better.
You should go away, Lestat. New York, Chicago.
Don't be ridiculous.
Why don't you just leave, Lestat? You've been with her this whole 6 years. You clearly ain't been upset or lonely. If you knew you wasn't gonna kill Antoinette and that was gonna be a stipulation you could not break, then you should have just said that and then not been with Louis. It's so upsetting to me that he thinks that this is okay. He can do this, but I bet you now, if Louis went out there and screwed a dude tonight, Lestat would kill him tomorrow.
There's no place for me other than New Orleans.
You got me stashed away here in Ponchatoula.
Antoinette, you getting on my nerves too. Now I am. At first I was sitting there talking about, no, don't kill Antoinette. No, she don't deserve. She can go too. Both of y'all are fools. A bunch of fools. A pack of fools. At least Louis got a vampire bond he can blame on. You, what is your deal? Are you just dependent on him right now? Is he paying for all your luxuries? He must be. Remember, she says she like daddies. Must be a sugar daddy.
I seek refuge from complaints when I visit you, dear.
Wow. So she knows he's a vampire. That's interesting.
I am withering here, Lestat.
You're supposed to leave, dumb hoe.
Who's gonna hire a singer who don't sing? Rip 'em.
Whoa!
That's what gloves are for.
I know. I didn't mean to make you mad.
Are you fucking kidding me?
So that was Antoinette's finger. This bitch got a whole missing finger from because of this nigga. And she ain't left. She's still there. Oh my God. What is going on? Louis comes back after getting his ass beat. This bitch comes back after he took a whole digit off of her fucking hand. What is with this vampire dick? Is the vampire peen just so mesmerizing? Is it like dickmatization but on a whole nother level? Is this what it is? I'll be damned, y'all, if I lost a whole digit and I'm still with the dude. Let me tell you about how I've got to go. Because one thing I'm not doing is loving you enough to lose a freaking finger just to prove that just to try to prove death. It's stupid and foolish. And when he comes to you, all he does is complain about what he's doing at his other house. Girl, what? Do you not know that you are losing in this equation? Do you not know that everything about this situation is a loss for you? And oh, look who's outside, Claudia. Freaking Lou. Yes, thank freaking God he sees this shit. Cause I'm tired over here all this defending of Lestat and he ain't changed. He is the same way he's always been.
You've been told to do something. Didn't like being told what to do.
Like I said, you cannot take him back until he has worked on himself.
You wanted us to discover it.
So you ain't gonna tell him that you know about it?
What difference would it make?
Claudia, I know you love him and you want to support him, but I think this is the moment where you just need to part ways. He wants to stay in like chaos and negativity. Fine, stay there on your own, Daddy Lou, because I got to go.
There's a train leaves every night for New York. Take us anywhere we want to go.
Anywhere sounds like nowhere.
Did he even take a bath before he started boinking you?
The numbness remained, hardened somehow into a disassociative shell, a vessel of acceptance.
I'm sorry, this is just looking so sad and tragic. I don't want to say pathetic. I know that this could be real life. Real people have experienced stuff like this where they really want to leave, but they can't. So I don't want to say pathetic, but it's sad.
Every night I feel a little crazier.
Don't you remember when they were the happy little family guys? No, I don't remember it either. How long ago was that? 2 episodes and I've forgotten. And now all I can see is this tragedy.
Give us 100 more years of this. I can see us just like him.
Well, I can't.
I know that's right, girl. You got to go. 100 more years of this? No, I can't.
Train's leaving in an hour.
This is so sad.
When he hurts you again, come find me. I'll be in.
Pride.
I am happy she finally understood that she could not stay in this no more. It's time to move on. With or without Louis. Oh shoot, I hope they don't get her as a stowaway. Thank goodness. Whew, I thought she was gonna get caught.
This is the part of my story, where you said, make me a vampire now.
Wow, Daniel, you was really high.
I'd give it to you now.
But he wouldn't want it.
Time to watch your daughters marry.
And die. Save it for the rent boy.
I understand. I wouldn't want it either. Not after hearing your tragedy of a tale. Keep it away.
I teased the sun that night in Jackson Square. Thought about the walking cane and pile of ash they'd find in the morning.
Lou! You're a shell! If you're thinking about doing something like that, then you should have just went with Claudia.
And so I endured my way home, back to the undeserving Lestat.
Well, I'm sure he'll be so happy. Claudia's gone. He might just do a jig.
Louis, come. Listen here. Germany's invaded Poland. Tanks rolling through the countryside.
Oh shit, I forgot what year it was. No, Claudia. Well, she should be fine.
Since when do you care about humanity?
Well, I don't. But to think, our sister was on her way to holiday in Europe. I'm so glad she decided the better of it.
The fuck? Oh my God.
We'll have to make it up to her stateside somehow. Won't we, Louis?
Okay, so now he's completely gone crazy. So we're here now. Are we both very clear that we're here now? The crazy Lestat has come back to play. This right here is why I was happy that Claudia kept asking questions. This right here is why I didn't feel bad for him. Because I freaking knew at the corner of his mind, he can still be triggered like this. He has not changed.
Tickets, please.
And he's nuts. Fucker's crazier than ever. You can do that, but you talk about me?
Next stop, Birmingham, Alabama.
This fool right here. You should be the first one who's happy she's fucking gone.
Claudia.
Go away, Lestat.
You left without saying goodbye.
Goodbye. Can you go now?
You'd think your creator had earned the courtesy.
Like, goodbye, Lestat. You happy? Now be gone.
The rules are no secrets.
You got your nerve.
Bruce.
Fucking bastard.
I couldn't agree more.
It was double entendre. She meant you to.
Death to all of them.
Could you imagine if something like that happened to you again?
Die!
We endure each other for Louis' happiness.
Die! Die! Die!
Louis ain't happy, dumbass.
So come home and make him happy.
Isn't that what you're for, Lestat?
Because if you try this again, Claudia, I'll turn your bones to dust.
I hate him. Oh, I hate him so much. He is so terrible. Lestat, one could question why it is you can't make him happy. A rational person, a person with actual compassion for their partner, would question why it is that they cannot make their partner happy. But no, not Lestat. Just realizing that, oh, he can't make her happy, only Claudia can. So, of course, Claudia now has to be a prisoner.
I've been having a thought the last few days, Louis. I think he killed Magnus. I think the vampire made him a slave. And so he killed him. And now he's gone and made us slaves to him.
We're not slaves. Maybe mindless accomplices.
Louis? Louis? Do we not know the definition of slave? He literally beat your ass, okay? Beat your ass, has not let you go, will not let Claudia go. This bitch tried to run away and he chased her down like a goddamn slave owner and brought her back. You telling me you're not a slave? A slave is a person who can't be free. Okay, Louis? And considering what he did to Claudia, I just don't think you would fare any better if you tried to leave too. So, bruh, I mean, a slave is a slave, bruh. If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, talks like a duck, whatever that phrase is, it's a slave, bruh.
No, we're his slaves, and I will free us both.
Harriet Tubman of the vampire race. To freedom!
Is that your strategy tonight?
I saw that look. That look said, you fucked up.
I see the trap.
You cannot kill.
I love you, Louis.
But your mind's clouded, bro. You're clearly not thinking correctly in any situation these days. I mean, you haven't been thinking correctly almost since you became a vampire, bro. So, like, we're not listening to your judgment no more, Louis. You literally told this girl that you weren't a fucking slave. Remember, like, you used to have some actual dignity about yourself. Like, remember you used to walk these streets and people used to be scared of you. I know it's not how you wanted it, but remember that used to be a time. Nobody's scared of you now. You're a shell of yourself, a half of a vampiric male.
But he's not mortal.
Queen to H2.
No illness can touch him. You threaten a life which will endure to the end of the world.
Not anymore. Like, did you forget he dragged me back here, bro? Did you forget I don't want to be here?
I'm going to kill him. Check.
He'll destroy you if you try it.
Like, come on, Louise, stop it. Just because you scared of him don't mean everybody else gotta forever be.
No, Louis. Check.
Now you're giving up bishops and knights for pawns.
But she keeps getting you in check, though. Isn't that weird, Lestat? You're not saying anything, Lestat. You're not talking. Are you perplexed? No.
Queen. No, that can't be.
Is it what I think it is? Checkmate, motherfucker. Game over.
You've won.
Tables turned. I learned.
I think I'm gonna go to bed.
And savor my victory.
Move your pawn, finish the game.
Good night, Lestat.
Night.
Finish the game!
Good night, Louis.
Ain't nobody finishing nothing.
Spoiled, selfish, thankless,
It's like talking to a mirror, isn't it, y'all?
heedless, disagreeable, obnoxious,
Meanwhile, he's saying all this while he's throwing a temper tantrum.
loyal to the core.
Okay, who's the real child?
We were going to kill Lestat. We were going to kill Lestat.
Oh, drugs have taken effect. Really, Daniel? I know he's gonna punch himself. He fell asleep right at the good part. Like, just imagine when Daniel wakes up and Louise like, oh, okay, well, let's continue where we left off. And Daniel's like, oh yeah, where we left off. And he's gonna be like, we were gonna kill Lestat. Like, Daniel's gonna be like, what? Wait, what? What did I miss?
Let him be warm with his dreaming.
Oh, it's it. San Francisco. Oh, there it is. So he's dreaming about the first night he met Louis. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. You know, I seen him on that book up and I was like, he's kind of cute. But yeah, Daniel was a nice looking dude back in the day. No wonder he had so many wives.
What's in the bag?
Work. My work's in the back. I'm a writer. A journalist mostly. I have a series at the Berkeley Bar. You know, I could interview you.
So is that how it works?
I get him on tape, and then I write him up.
Little did he know he was about to interview the person of, or the is the vampire a person? Oh no, the subject of the century.
I have what you're looking for. Befitting a man of my tastes. I have a room over on Dificedero, not too far a walk.
You a narc?
I'm a vampire.
I said, oh, you're just high. All right. Can't get high on your own supply, man.
I want to interview you. I mean, if something happens, you know, I'm cool, but...
All right, Danny. He said, I didn't just come for the narcotics. I can also have a good time.
Would you like to join us?
No.
Wait, is that Rashid?
You go ahead. Have your fun.
Wait. How long has it been? Rashid ain't aged a day. I mean... Okay, what's Rashid? Wait, Rashid something. Is Rashid already a vampire? Then why he wouldn't be sucking his blood? What is Rashid? Willing to give Melanation some props here, but I can't give it that many props. He can't look that good in that many years. Something's up with Rashid. Or maybe he's just putting him in there in his dream. Maybe his dream and his real world are merging. Now I'm going to be spending all day until I see the next episode wondering about Rashid. Alright, a lot to unpack here. And I'm not going to spend too much time doing it because Lestat ain't worth all that. I'm sorry. Not even that backstory. It's like you feel for him, but you don't feel for him too much because you know that he's just using it as a lure again to get Louis' sympathy. He's not really telling it because like he wants to tell it and he wants to like give a part of himself. He's telling it because he knows Louis is gonna feel bad for him and it's a good way to hook Louis back in. And I'm so happy Claudia noticed it and Claudia didn't buy it because somebody has to be the voice for us. Claudia, I feel like she was the voice for the whole audience. Poor Claudia's roped into their shit even when she tries to leave. Lestat don't even like her, don't even want her there, but still ropes her back into the shenanigans. It's just like, what is wrong with you, Lestat? And then Louis is nothing but a shell. You know she can't get away. Now at first it was just, you could say, oh Claudia, if you don't like it, just go away. She tried that, Louis. She couldn't go away. Lestat brought her back. So now you gonna have to hear my bitching every single time. I don't care if you don't like it. Don't tell me to just deal with it and endure. No, I don't have to, Louis. What is that part in freaking What's Love Got to Do with It where freaking Anime was like, Jackie, it's okay. And freaking Jackie was like, it ain't okay unless the motherfucker puts his paws on you. That is the energy that Louis and Claudia is giving me right now. Like, look, Louis, it's okay for you, but it's not okay for me right now. You can compare me to Lestat all you want when he's talking about I'm a person who endures. I'm a person who's done enduring, okay? I hate to say it, but I don't see no other alternative other than killing Lestat. It's like you are officially being held captive. So what else is there to do? How else are we gonna escape? We can't outrun the motherfucker. We're gonna have to cut him off at the heels. Cut the head of the snake. It is what it is. I'm sorry, Lestat fans, but he's left us no choice. He is not even being rational at this point. He doesn't want to be rational. He wants to be in control, and that's the problem. That's why he won't look at Louis and try to make Louis happy by himself. He just wants to figure out the easiest way to control Louis so Louis doesn't off himself. It's so annoying. And you know what's even more annoying? I just thought about it. Something tells me he still ain't killed Antoinette. Antoinette's still over there missing a digit. Over here calling for Lestat like the dummy she looked like too. They both dummies as far as I'm concerned. The whole thing is stupid. In the next episode, I promise you, if they try to kill Lestat and Louis reneges on it at the last minute and is the reason that the plan fails, I'm gonna be even more mad at this motherfucker. I try to be understanding. I'm really trying to be understanding, but like that battered person syndrome can be so just frustrating. Not annoying, not pathetic, just frustrating because you know the person should leave. You know the person wants to leave, but they just won't do it. And you can't force them. You have to let them do it on their own. But it's just like, it's just frustrating that it's come to this, I guess, in the end of things. But, you know, you love and you lose, guys. I guess that's the moral of the story. But anyways, guys, I guess it's time for so long. So as we exit stage left, do not forget to hit that like button on your way out if you haven't already done so, and the subscribe button if you was thinking about it but haven't done so yet, or if you was like, oh, I want to subscribe but you didn't do it yet. This is your reminder. Hit that subscribe button. Come back and see it, girl. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I repost other things, you know. If you want to see your girl some more, if you like these reactions and you were just like, hey, I want to watch her other stuff, I'm gonna have it up here at the top or either down in the description box, as well as in a few seconds or two, like 1 to 5, there should be a list of videos popping up of my other reactions to this series, as well as the whole playlist if you want to watch my entire interview with the vampire playlist and other things. So guys, with that being said, this is Shalea Homebody, your humble host, wishing you all adieu, a Wiedersehen, gesundheit, and as always, farewell.